day, my friend, and how are you doing? Trust your week has gone very well. It's another time on the Incubator Media Radio. Let's talk about it with King Emmanuel. And I have my brother and a friend that will be doing this together, Mr. Adeola Adeniran. Welcome to this section.
Thank you very much for having me. Good day, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much. And I'm sure you're anticipating. And today we're coming to discuss something that is important as well. Remember when we started a few weeks back, told you that it's going to be about talking about things that affect you internally in the family before we talk about outside, because whatever that affects you inside determines how you respond, how you relate to people, to situation, to events outside. And today again we'll be looking at siblings rivalry in the family. Without much ado, we'll be going back to my brother and we'll be doing justice to this discussion today. Happy listening.
He reads at night when everyone is asleep, but during the day he's as playful as anything. And sometimes I look at him and say, boy, you're not serious. He will just smile and say, I know what I'm doing. So until one night when I saw him reading virtually all night, I said, oh, so this is your own style. This is what works best for you and things like that. Though at the end of the day, he didn't end up beating my results. Oh yes, he did. At least I can still gloat about that. He didn't end up beating my results.
The record was still intact.
He had. I think I beat him by just 1 A.
Wow.
Yeah, but he worked excellently well towards the direction. And then I remember reading about the Ben Carson and then his brother. Yeah, where everything his brother did, Ben saw his brother as a model, and then he was aspiring to get as high, as far as his brother had gone. So these are rivalries, but they are healthy. So if it is an healthy rivalry, of course the effect is it boils down well for everyone. It brings glory to the family name, and then it sharpens everyone's brain and mind, and everyone is all good for it. But if the rivalry is negative, like which is mostly common, it leads to physical assault. Physical assault.
Wow.
You see siblings exchanging blows.
Wow.
I mean, striking themselves and hitting themselves. And then some growing up, they may end up not becoming close by.
Wow.
Yes.
In their later
years.
Wow.
Some, though the chances are not always much, because it's also been shown that people, as time goes on, they get over some of these things. But then you see some that be like, no, he did this for me when I was small. Especially if I know someone who's in the course of their fight use hot coal to burn the skin.
Hot coal?
Yes, hot coal. Sibling rivalry can be
to burn the younger or the elder?
To burn the elder.
Oh my God!
Yes, to burn the elder, and the mark stays there till forever.
Wow!
So you can forgive, but every time you see the mark, you always remember where this cause comes from, and things like that. And then I also heard of someone that in the process of eating themselves, throwing stone and all that, ended up blindfolding the sister's one eye.
Oh my God.
Yes. In fact, yes, ended up blindfolding the sister's one eye and things like that. And then that one growing up will be like, hey, you turn me to a one eye person and things like that and all that. So it happens like that. And then because of the ridicule, sometimes self-esteem is destroyed. It is destroyed. You know, some siblings are more comfortable with their friends than with their family members.
Sure, I'm saying that.
They find comfort when they are in their friend, and then they and their friend may be even talking, and then their brother or their sister walks in, and they are even making fun of the sister and say, look at it. That's the one. That is pet. That's the olofofo in the house. Everything we are doing here now is going to go and report. That's no business. Look at how she's so ugly, so this, so that, so, and then say all sort. I don't even know whether it's whether her parents even went to adopt her or she's part of the family or whatever. Maybe they even adopt her. Maybe that's why their parents are trying to be more kind to her so that she will not feel whatever. And then the child growing up, hearing all this, and then will affect the self-esteem. Of course, there is a mistrust. Trust sometimes is not there. Especially, I told you my secret, and then we had an issue because you want to ridicule me. You shout on the top of your voice that the whole community can hear. Like they say in Yoruba, in Kota State, if you journal what we cook that make the whole building be on fire. You just come out and then okay, I don't think I can trust this one with my information anymore. So there is a mistrust. Of course, there is aggression. There is aggression, and you just see the person and just like every time I see this person, I just feel like breaking the head. I just feel like this. I just feel like that, and then
so like a premeditated anger all the time.
Exactly, and then at times, it can also lead to, in some people's cases, it can lead to depression. It can lead to depression, and these are some of the effects. And aside that, sibling rivalries can also lead to death. For example, the Bible is full of cases like that. Cain and Abel. God accepted his sacrifice. He didn't accept mine. So God is more partial. It doesn't mean that Cain is more whatever than what did he even bring self? Is it not just an ordinary lamb? Even me, I carry plenty things. God did not accept mine. And how well could he do it? Okay, I want to be the favored one before God. It's because we are just two. It's because God has a choice. That's why he could pick him. If he doesn't have a choice, he has no choice but to settle for only me. He decided he decided to kill Joseph and his brothers. Okay, it's because the father is always, that's why he always uses him to sing to our ears. Okay, fine, let's deal with him. By the time we deal with him, all the other attention he will draw it to us too. And then there is also someone in the Bible called Abimelech. Because he wanted to become a king, and then the position was not his. He has 70 brothers. He killed all of them. Oh, so you are the one that want to debar me from getting to the throne. I got to take you out of the picture, and then so that he could become the king. And then of course, Absalom and Amnon. And because of David's children, because of the things that happened between them, and for 2 years he just kept quiet. Like, okay, no problem. Whereas looking for a way to deal with him, and he dealt with him horribly by killing him. So sometimes it can lead to death if it is not checked on time. So these are many more as of the effects of sibling rivalries. Is a dangerous trend if it is not really dealt with on time.
Thank you very much. Really, it's the effects are much and glaring in our society as we can see today, and that's why we're saying that whatever it is, you must look at it. You must think before you talk. You must ponder before you take the next move or before you push on in your path. How many people are you making uncomfortable or making depressed or sending to rejection because of the way you comport yourself or because of the way you carry yourself? You must really check that today, because Bible itself even said that do unto others the way you want them to do unto you. Someone who said, well, that's how our parents brought us up. But now that you realize that this trend is not healthy, it's not the best, I think you should think of changing that part, which you can, because everything lies in your hands. You have power both to will and to do. And that's why we will be looking at solution. But seriously, you need to look at it. Unhealthy rivalry leads to nowhere. Loss of life, destruction of society, destruction of family, and the world at large could suffer for it. And that's why you must consider a new path today. Take a deep thought, be sincere, and as you look at the solution, the way out of the negative consequences of sibling rivalry. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Part of the things you do, like I said, the solution is twofold. You have a part as young people to play, and then the parents has a lot. I hope this gets to some parents to listen to, so that they can also get to know. If not, you can also share it with your parents. On your part, like he said, everything starts with you. You need to sit down and sometimes examine your feelings. Part of the problem is we don't have thinkers. Our thinking processes is faulty a lot of times. And when I see young people going after running here, there, and there, sometimes I tell them, I say, look, when you sit alone, all by yourself, you can think. You don't need anyone to tell you what is right or wrong. But the problem is, some of you cannot sit down to think
on your own.
You cannot. But the moment you start thinking, you start sitting down to think, that is the first phase. In fact, first major phase towards your recovery process, whatever challenge you are going through. Now, examine your feelings. Ask yourself questions. Sometimes I tell students this. I say, look, take out a pen and sheet of paper. Write out some of these things. Even Bible says, write a vision, make it plain upon a table, that it may run that read it. Sometimes when you write some of these things down, and then you are looking at them after you have written them down, you will realize your foolishness. Most times to be like, wait a minute, is it this that gets me worked up? Really? Am I that sheep? Am I that wait a minute, yes, what's wrong with me? And things like that. Now, for example, write out your feelings. Ask this question: why is there rivalry between me and my siblings, either me and my sister? Why is the rivalry there? Why? Write those things down. Then number 2, ask yourself this question: am I contributing to the rivalry? Because most times we are fond of passing the blame. Donald Trump style, the world against me. I did nothing wrong. They were the guilty one. they were the faulty one, not me. I mean, it's all about them. I'm the good one here, they are the bad one here. So ask yourself the question, do I contribute to it in any way or form? If there are, then ask again the question, the third question, what can I do to dampen the cause of the rivalry? If there are things that you have contributed to, look at them, and then ask the question, okay, what can I do to bring down this rivalry, either to kill it off completely or to reduce it to the barest minimum? Either to kill it off completely or to bring it down to the barest minimum. Of course, there are some risks that you cannot completely eliminate, because in order of risk, there is what is called elimination. That's the one. If you cannot eliminate, then you substitute. If you cannot substitute, you mitigate. If you cannot mitigate, oh well, you manage the risk, but
you prevent the effect.
You manage the risk to at the point where they say that, okay, now at this risk we are good to go. Even if there is going to be any damage, it's going to be to the barest minimum that will not have a serious consequences. So you look at that, what can I do to tamper, to bring down this cause of rivalry? So you look at that, and then you make an attempt on your part to be a peacemaker. To be a peacemaker. Bible says, blessed are the peacemaker, for they shall be called the children of God. So make an attempt on your part to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to play the role of a peacemaker here. Sometimes we part of the mistake we make here, some people, is that we believe that if we play the role of a peacemaker, they will take us for a fool. They will take us for a ride. All our entitlement will be At the end of the day, you will be respected for it. I tell you, going on, because when you are growing older, when there is conflict in the family, they know who to talk to. At that time, it's not about your age, it's not about your position in the family, but at that time they begin to like, that's the peacemaker we have in the family. And if you are blessed, when everyone has a challenge and they come and they think of you first, to be like, let's go see him, let's go see her. But if you are the one that will pour hot fuel into the burning fire, don't let us even go to that one. That one will even scatter the matter more than the way it is. So these are some of the things that you can do now to minimize or to reduce the rivalry. Then to the parents. Okay, well, you may say, okay, my parents, blah blah blah. You are also going to be a parent tomorrow. So it's a two-way thing. So you can also learn now, so that you don't make the same mistake that maybe a parent have made and all that. Parents, please don't inflame natural jealousy of siblings. Don't do what is called comparison, either by physical comparison. Oh, you see, you are the finest of all my children. You are this, and either by physical appearances or by level of intelligence. Oh yeah, you know book. Hey, I know that there is me that you resemble. Oh, this one, it is the mother. It is the mother. After all, some parents will be like, Abi, did you know? You know my result now. You know me when I was in school. Show my way to me. Did you know book more than mother? Now any child that like I had a friend when we were in school who said he said when he gets home and then because he can talk. Oh, he can talk from now till next year. And then he said that if he gets home from work and then the child just come to meet him, oh daddy welcome, oh daddy blah 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 blah, and then start talking, say, oh that's my child. Okay, come nearer. You say, but the one that just say, oh daddy welcome, and after that he didn't say anything. He said that child want to come, say, wait, go and meet your mother, go and meet go and meet your mother. And I said, don't, you may be saying this jokingly, but hey, you're going to create a problem if you do that. So don't say to children, why don't you be like
so and so.
So and so. It's not healthy. Love your kid equally and treat them uniquely. I take that again. Love your kid equally and treat them uniquely. Every kid is unique. That's why I said the other time that no child has a manual. When they are coming to the world, they didn't come with a manual. So every child is unique. Treat them equally, but love them equally, but treat them uniquely. Then, as parents, you can do what is called boundary conditions. You can do boundary conditions. You can be like, hey, you know what? In this family, nothing like name calling. Set down the rule. So don't say, Ori ebi kinikon. Look at him or there. So you put down the boundaries for those children to say no name calling, and then teach them to respect privacy. Okay, when maybe they have a room to themselves, oh, you know what, if so and so is in the room, don't just bag him into the room. No, say come in, fine. So the child begin to understand, the children begin to understand, okay, where they respect themselves. Because like I said the other time when we were talking about anger, that there is what is called territorial space. And if anyone that invades territorial space is being seen as an enemy, even in the nation, community of nations, if you invade the territorial space, you are seen as an enemy. Exactly. So you let them respect privacies and things like that. And then when you see that the sibling rivalries, they can just not ignore it. Sometimes as parents, you just have to intervene when it's getting out of hand without taking side. Yeah, you can just intervene. And then, like I said, there are some sibling rivalries that are just healthy. Sometimes they may just sit down and let them play out, provided it's not going to have any damaging effect on the children. Just let them just play out and then sit down, watch things. So when you now discover that things want to get out of hand, then you can quickly step in and things like that. So these are some of the things that can be done on the part of the young person and then on the part of the parents to curb these malaise, these sibling rivalries that because even in history we have seen emperors, kings, brother to brother who will kill each other because they want to get to the throne, or who will you see, when you were young, you have always had the best of everything. I've always been the loser now. Oh, now I'm going to show you that that all of you look at as at that time as a failure. I have now come to let you know that this and this and that, and then this one will be begging, oh please don't do this. When you were causing me pain for the past 15 years, for the past so years, you didn't know it's time for me to revenge, and it has caused all sort of things. And I hope that the earlier these things are nipped in the bud and dealt with, the better it is for everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. It's another wrap again today on siblings rivalry, and we've seen the way out. Because for me, if every one of us would treat each other as the way we want them to treat us, I think the world will be a better place. There will not be war, there will not be clamor, there will not be rancor or rivalry, as we can see. If everybody you will stay on your own path, and if you need to cross to another path, you're going to cross it mutually and in a respective manner. There will be peace around the world. There is no longer excuses and that was how my parent brought me up. Now you know the difference, then make the difference. If you know the difference, then make the difference. So for better life, let there be peace among siblings. When there is peace, then there will be progress, there will be prosperity, and there will be a peace at large in the nation, and every one of us who can live to fulfill our dream. My friends, I hope you've learned something today on sibling rivalry. If it's taking your family apart, you have a chance to be the peacemaker. You have a choice to make today, to decide not to be the black sheep of the family anymore, to carve out a new name, to make out for a new manner and a new habit, and to change for good, not for the good of others, but for your own good, so that everybody can benefit. And for daddies and mommies that might be listening, for parents that might be listening, very possibly you've not paid attention to this, but by this discussion today, you've seen what you're supposed to do, and your path has been well spelled and laid. Please move in today. There is no better time to do the right thing. Every time is a good time to do the right thing. Do the right thing among your children today. Make for that peace. Let there be peace that they can see face to face, that they can relate with them. Avoid favoritism. Remove preferential treatment. And because they have no parent to call to, you are still their parent. And that's why you must live as an example for them to follow. And how do we help this out for both children and parents? Jesus again is the Prince of Peace. He is the Prince of Peace. You need peace? He said, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, I will give you rest. He wants to give you rest. Or you are saying that the rivalry has taken me to a prison. Maybe you are hearing us from the prison yard. It can help you out. It will give you peace and sort your case out. Or as a parent, you are saying that I've lost one of my child or two of them due to this. You don't think there should be a way out? Your case is not beyond the redemption, and it's available to this. I stand at the door and I knock, and if you open the door, I will come in. Or you are that child that's saying because of the rivalry you've joined a gang of armed robbery, you've joined a gang that deals in drugs, join a occult, the member of occultism. You can't change today. Jesus can change your situation if you will come in today, if you will accept Him as your Lord and personal Savior, and you will say, God, save me today and deliver me from all the trouble that has been around me. Will sure save you. And if you are willing, you can make the prayer now. And I'm telling you, He will save you. He will cancel all the condemnation in your heart. He will cancel the curses from your family, give you a new name, and give you a new life. And you know that your future is assured, whether here on earth or in heaven to come. I want to assure you, you will not regret taking this step. And as you do, the Lord will bless you. And as I will come to the end of the family sibling rivalry today, many thanks to my brother and friend Adeola Adeniro. Till we see next time, the same station, the Incubator Media Radio, at www.theincubatormedia.com, and the same time, and the program Let's Talk About It with King Emmanuel, I said, God bless you.